Pony. I'm the Pony Fanboy. I fanboy for ponies, and you just listen. And today we're going to be talking about the newest Equestria Girls series of shorts, Holidays Unwrapped. I'm just going to do a quick little vlog explaining what happens in these, so there's going to be some minor spoilers. Spoilers! And there's also going to be an excessive amount of jump cuts. Jump cuts that place every other word. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about Equestria Girls Holidays Unwrapped. One of the key questions I was wondering going into this was, are they actually going to say real holidays, or are they going to say something like Heartswarming Eve? And they didn't say either. They just kind of go around it. Instead, we do get holidays, but we don't get any specifics. Unlike something like the Magic Trilogy with Dance Magic, and then Movie Magic, and then Mirror Magic, and then after that, Forgotten Friendship, you know, like actual 30-minute episodes, here we just get a series of shorts all compiled together with an overarching theme. You know, kind of like what they did with the summer with all the beach shorts, except this time it takes place during the winter. What happens in the shorts is as follows. Humane 7 didn't get much sleep because they were staying up all night to study for a test, which is kind of strange. I mean, don't you think that of all people with Twilight on their team, you think they'd be able to do pretty good with studying? Rainbow Dash concocts a plan where they all try to fake a snow day all so that they can get out of taking this test. They get very in-depth with this. They make a giant background that makes it look like a blizzard is taking place. They're putting fake snow everywhere. Pinky is fighting with a raccoon while trying to make a mashed potato snowman. Just as it seems that it's going to work, they get caught by Cranky Doodle and they actually have to end up taking the test. But it's okay because they kinda learned stuff while trying to make it, so Dash kinda knew what she was doing. But Pinky didn't learn anything because she's Pinky, and she genuinely thinks that mashed potatoes are part of snow. It's funny because Pinkie Pie. Short number 2 has Pinky making a yearly souffle for Rarity, but it always ends up deflating every year, so her and Sunset are going to have to book it to get it to Rarity before it deflates. But it seems like that's going to be a bit impossible when there's a snowball war taking place on Pinky's front yard. Funny, I remember one time we had a big family get-together, and there were people having a snowball fight on our front yard, and then MC Swigga and Uncle Toby ran out and told them, "Get off my lawn." Then it becomes one big parody of war movies, and some people are probably wondering, well, why don't Pinky and Sunset just get off the front yard and just try to deliver to Rarity, get past all the people? Well, my answer to that is, Applejack overstepped her boundaries by insulting Sunset's video games. And you don't insult Sunset's video games. Pinky was just trying to follow a good moral code. A good soldier never leaves a man behind. Then Sunset says to go on without her because she has Flash Sentry to help take care of things. But then Flash gets hit with a bunch of snowballs and he's down for the count. So, whoops. But it's okay because Pinky actually does get the souffle to Rarity in time before it deflates, and Rarity loves it. And apparently Rainbow Dash was hiding in a snowman for 2 days. This is one dedicated snowball fight, I gotta say. We get a special that doesn't have any snow. In fact, I don't even think it takes place during the winter. Maybe it takes place during November before all the snow comes. Short number 3 is about a yearly Apple family tradition where they have a big party and everyone gets tons of cider, but it's always thwarted because of the Flim Flam brothers. It's okay because this year they have Twilight Sparkle, and Twilight does one big ultimate switcheroo on the Flim Flam brothers, so this year the party does have cider. All I can say is this, even though we didn't get to see it, I guarantee you Rainbow Dash was happy there was cider at that party. Short number 4 is about the girls delivering presents to needy children at the mall, but they're not able to get the presents because it's in a locker that is locked, and the only way to get the key is they have to go back to the school and they have to get the key out of Sunset's locker. And then from there, it's one big elaborate concocting a plan to break into the school. And I find it funny that Twilight actually points out that breaking and entering and all this other stuff that these girls were planning was illegal, and that it shouldn't be replicated by children. Gotta say, Twilight, that is very responsible of you. You're a very good role model. Both Sunset and Pinky had these elaborate, like, spy movie type of breaking in plans, espionage and code names, although Pinky's involved a lot more pastries and candies, which I think we've come to expect from her. Applejack's plan was just using her geode of strength to just lift up the entire school and grab the key out of the locker. So after everybody says their plan, they all wear sunglasses. All I can say to that is, 2012 Rainbow Dash swag memes would be proud. You know how they get into the school even though it's closed? They ask Principal Celestia and she just lets them in and get the key. Short number 5 is about the girls doing a gift exchange, but Rainbow Dash forgot to get Fluttershy something. So she zips around the mall, but there's a ton of long lines, there's something that Fluttershy doesn't want, and then she just so happens to come across a store that has Zephyr Breeze, which, that seems convenient because, you know, he's Fluttershy's brother, so maybe he knows what Fluttershy wants. Apparently he doesn't even seem to know what his own sister wants. Dash actually does end up buying Fluttershy something, a camera, and then the big punchline is it turns out that apparently Zephyr Breeze also bought her the exact same camera a year before. But Fluttershy likes the fact she has 2 cameras because it'll make her nature pictures more exciting. She can do multiple angles. Yay, happy Fluttershy! Last short involves Applejack wanting to do a group photo for a little Christmas card with the rest of her friends, and it's going to involve a giant cornucopia in the background, and they're going to be taking the picture in the gymnasium, and she wants Rarity to make dresses. But the thing is, Rarity misunderstands and thinks that she wants costumes made to look like the foods and fruits that go into a cornucopia. So you have people dressed up as corn, as grapes, as apples, as all types of different vegetables and fruits, and everyone but Pinkie seems to be embarrassed by them when they walk out into the hallways and people see them. Hey, Pinkie took it like a champ. She walked out there, she saw people taking pictures of her, and she was working it. Then when they get to the gymnasium and say they're embarrassed by the costumes, even though they know they want to make Applejack happy, Applejack just says, no, you didn't have to make the costumes look like that, but it's okay because she puts on the apple costume and they all take the picture together. And those were the 6 shorts that made up Equestria Girls Unwrapped Holidays. And I hear this is going to be the last thing Equestria Girls related, which is going to be kind of sad, but it was a nice send-off, especially at the end. Overall, I enjoyed these shorts as much as I enjoyed the other shorts from the Beach Collection and the Rainbow Rocks Days and all the other Equestria Girls shorts that we've had. They were very enjoyable. Lots of funny jokes, really well paced, really good animation, good use of characters. I kind of would have liked to have seen an Equestria Girls full-length holiday special, but well, I guess we can settle with this. They're all entertaining in their own way, and I really enjoyed this. Pray to Celestia and Luna that pony life is not as bad as it looks. I mean, I really hope that is good. I hope it's not the same thing as Teen Titans Go or Powerpuff Girls 2016. I haven't even seen either of those shows, and yet from what I've heard, they sound absolutely atrocious. I hope to Celestia that it is not that bad. Anyways, guys, that does it for this Pony Fanboy video. Anyways, guys, that does it for this vlog, so look forward to some of the new Pony Fanboy stuff coming out next year, whether it's more Pony Fanboy reads or the occasional one-off review. Look forward to all that kind of stuff. Until then, I'm the Pony Fanboy, I fanboy for ponies, and you just listen.